Hey guys, can this Grail Funko Pop Set worth over $600 be saved by some super glue and an iron? I don't know. Stay tuned. Well, hey guys, welcome back. Hope everybody's having an amazing start to their Friday, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. So you heard me right. Remember a few weeks ago I did that episode where I was surfing eBay, found some late night grails. I found this grail set, you know, the Beatles Yellow Submarine. Set's worth like $600, if not more, because you can't get it for PPG. Well, remember how damaged these boxes were? So I was going through and I was going to start to fix them, and then I decided, you know what? This is exactly what type of video I should be making because everybody's been asking me for things like this. So I figured let's go through and let's see if we can save this grail set. Now I want to leave the disclaimer. This is not to fix them for resale. This is not to do a window replacement for resale. This is for your own personal collection so you can put them in a pop stack and they look presentable and maybe help save them, these 2012 10-year-old pops. So what we're going to do is I have a very big damaged pop stack, and I found the Peeps Yellow Bunny. Because the first thing we really need to do with this is we've got the Beatles Yellow Submarine, the Blue Meanie. If you guys remember, this box is not that bad, but it is definitely missing the window because I went to fix them and I was like, no, I need to make a video for you guys. So what I did was I started doing some research on the web, right? I found many people who did different videos. I found Top Pops. He did some videos with this. I'm pulling up my phone because I found Top Pops who did videos like this, and I found some others that have done videos like this that all used different kinds of methods for doing this. So I found Top Pops from a few years back where he did one where he just went straight at that box. He put the box right down on the table and went ironing to it, I believe it was a Minecraft from Target he got. Then I found another guy called Glenn's Den. Glenn's Den incorporated a t-shirt. And then I found another gentleman named Nerd Crew. I'll link everybody below. And he used nothing, just like Top Pops. So, and then I found Box Attack Dom over there, who was the only one who really had a good video about window replacement that included sticker replacement. So guys, I'm going to link everybody down below, but we're going to go through and try some different ones. Now, before I dip into like this Paul McCartney pop that's severely damaged, it is a $250 pop. So even with the box damaged, it's okay. So I don't want to burn it. So what I got is I found this super glue right here, and this is Scotch super glue, and it is brush on. So it's definitely something that would be good for window replacement. I found this my VIP Lego card, which will work for something to help pull the window off the old pop. I also got a little bit of ammonia-free spray window cleaner. Ammonia-free is the way to go if you're cleaning computer screens or anything like these pop windows. I've got a knife in case we need it. I think maybe to get started. We've got some scissors. I don't think we'll need those, but they're here. And I went out and even for this situation, I bought a new iron. Just because the other one we use has steam in it, so I bought a new iron that has never had water in it because you definitely don't want to use steam. And the consensus, even though most videos didn't explain the temp, the one I found from the Nerd Crew said that he found medium heat. So this iron goes from 1 to 6. I set it on 6. So the first thing I did was I went through my pile of pops and I found this Peeps. Cute little Peeps, but it's severely damaged. But the window is perfect. Now, the problem I was having with the Blue Meanie is the fact that this is so thin right here that I was unable to find a pop that didn't have residue on it. So my last hope is this. So if this doesn't work, we're going to just have a window replacement. So the first thing that I like to do when I open pops, even though this one is a damaged one, is use something like a little pair of scissors or something to get in there and pop it open so you don't crush this. and then we'll go ahead and take this out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. He's so cute, isn't he? We're going to check him out since we got him out of the box. He's a pretty cute little dude. And we'll put him over here. We'll definitely do something with him. So the first thing that I do myself, based on watching all this, is I'd probably take my knife. And now kids, if you've never used an iron before, or you don't iron very much, or never have, definitely talk to your parents about helping you out with this, and definitely be careful. You know, this isn't a don't try it at home, but it is a be careful if you try it at home. So let's give this a whirl. Now what we're doing right here is we're actually removing from the inside of the box, we're actually removing the film with this cardstock. There we go. So we got the plastic out of here. And what I wanted to check was, yeah, see, this actually comes off right here. So I wanted to see how much of this would actually come off, right? And let's go ahead and we'll start with the blue meanie right over here. And let's get his box popped open. His box doesn't have a lot of damage to it. It's mainly the window that has damage to it. So we'll take him out and, yeah, guys, we'll show off the blue meanie a little bit here for you. He is an expensive pop. He is about $100 pop, so you don't see him much, and he is a 2012 pop. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this and see if this is actually going to work, and that's actually going to work, I think. Yeah, guys, that's actually going to work. So I'm pretty excited about that window replacement working. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead. There is a few places on this box that we do need to clean and we need to iron. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do first, is we're going to go ahead and clean and iron this. So let's get that open. All right. So the first thing I wanted to do really here, I want to test some of these methods of doing this before we do it. So this box has some damage back here. And you can see that damage right there. Pretty good. So what Top Pops did was he just had the iron and he just went for it. He just went right over it like this. Got a little bit on that edge and there. So let's see. It didn't do a bad job. It did make it a lot flatter than it was before. But I don't know how good of a job that did. And let's check out the rest. We got a little crease on top. So see, a lot of people, what they did was they took like a t-shirt like this, like a white undershirt. And then they'd take the pop box and they'd separate the t-shirt. And then they'd put the box in there because they could see what they were doing. And some of that is pretty important. But I think that's important if you're close to where the plastic is, you know, because you don't want to hurt the window of it. So with this, I feel more confident about going over it a few times. It didn't make it perfect, but it did do a better job. So I think it's more confidence in being able to put it under something like this and then just go for it with the iron, knowing that you're not directly on it. Yeah. So I don't think this is going to do a miracle, but I think that it's going to make it a lot more presentable. So we're going to go for this. So the first thing we're just going, guys. So the first thing that I want to do is this blue meanie has some trash on it right here. And I have done this before. I take a little bit of my spray and I spray it on my microfiber cloth first, okay? And then I dust it off so it's not really that wet. And then in a small little circular motion, very lightly, I just try to do it. And that's not going to come off, and I don't want to take any of the color off of this because that would make it worse. So we're going to leave it at that. And let's double check this box. See right here? Since we have it, there's some creasing right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy right in here like this. And then since it doesn't have a window, now you want to be super careful of the window. I am just going to put some light pressure on it. And I'm going to go over this because I don't have a window. So I think in this case, the advantage is going to be not doing a window. And that did do a better job. It did kind of flatten that guy out a little bit. I think that didn't do too bad. So I think what we're going to do is let's try to put this window in here and see what it does. So the first thing that I want to do with this is I want to do the same thing. I want to take my rag. I want to spray a little bit of stuff on it. I want to rub it around a little bit, make sure it's not that wet. That's what's good about this stuff. And it dries streak free. And then I want to lightly just kind of dust off and clean this window a little bit. Just like that. Okay. Now I didn't see Dom doing the cleaning, but I definitely wanted to. And then I just got this Scotch-Brite super glue that has a paintbrush. So it's quite a bit like nail polish. So what I want to do is I want to get a little bit of this on here, and I want to orient this so I know. And then I'm just going to paint on some of this super glue in a few different places. I don't need too much everywhere. So we'll get that done, and let's get the super glue closed up and set aside. And let's give this a whirl because we got one shotter to glue into something else. So let's open this guy up like this. Let's get it in here. Look at that. It's in there. I'm ready to throw this guy back in and let's see how this guy looks. Check that out, guys. We got that window replacement on that one. Now and that window, I'm grabbing some pop protectors I forgot over here. I've got some from Vaulted Vinyl, the best in the game. Definitely my discount code is in the description down below. Definitely use that discount code, get yourself 10% off. We're going to slide this guy into a Vaulted Vinyl protector. And boom! Guys, 100% presentable. I'll link my video from Monday up above. Go check out what this guy looked like with the window. Perfect replacement window. Looks like amazing. All right, so there's really no other ones that need a window replacement, but there is some that need a lot of love. This Paul McCartney pop needs a lot of love. It's got some severe damage to. See the top, the back. I want to get this thing to sit straight. Definitely will not claim mint or perfect on this one, but I will say that that is a definite improvement over how bad it was. And we didn't really do any damage, and I'm sure if we took a nice vaulted vinyl protector right here, we threw him in there, let's see how he fits. Oh, check out Paul, guys. Absolutely amazing. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? I mean, it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect again. But it's the point of how much better do these look than the other ones looked before? I mean, these are absolutely amazing, I think, compared to the other ones. I think this one, the window was so destroyed that no window would have been an improvement because you could barely see the pop and it deformed the box worse than the box was deformed. So now you have a window replacement and you have a successful Paul McCartney. So let's move on to this John Lennon. And as you can see right here, guys, look at that. Completely smashed in. Guys, while we're doing this, I just want to remind you guys that, I just hit 30K. Thank you. And in the next few weeks, we're going to be planning my 30K. So what we're doing for the giveaways is, remember, Monday and Friday videos, hashtag BOP 30K down below. And that's going to enter you to win in the contest. And guys, Vaulted Vinyl, My World, Spastic Collectibles, New Egg. So many companies are going to be supplying stuff. So we got George out of here doing the peace sign. We're going to show George off a little bit, let you guys check him out. We're going to let George go here, put him back in there. And George has some bad damage. Now, he does have some window damage right here. So he could be a candidate for a window replacement. So that might be something we eventually do. I didn't honestly think that the window on this one was so bad that I wanted to risk it. Not compared to Blue Meanie. I mean, John isn't as bad when you see him. Made the box a little bit more square, and it's not as apparent, but I do think, I grab these pop protectors that keep flying around the room. I do think that it didn't help that one that much, but this one wasn't the worst one. Check it out. It does look really, really good and a lot better than it did. You can still see the window damage. May go ahead and replace that at a later time. Didn't honestly notice that it was that bad till I took it out of the protector, but it did. It made it a lot flatter, and it did fit in the box better, in the pop protector better, so that's pretty cool. So right now we've got some of this set, and it's pretty solid right there, guys. So let's take a look. We got Ringo Starr, and honestly, with Ringo Starr, he has a little bit on the back there, but I'm not thinking that for the little bit on the back that I want to go and take him apart and iron him, because he's got a little indentation on the back. I don't think the iron's going to fix that much, and it doesn't have anything on display. Because remember, guys, this is not to trick people or to do resale on them. This is to make them look better. And Ringo looks absolutely perfect in the pop protector. I mean, you can't beat how good Ringo looks in there. So we're not going to do that. We're going to dive over to George Harrison. And George Harrison has some damage right up here, and he's a little bit out of round. I don't know how he's going to fit in, I say out of round, out of square. He fits in there pretty good. But let's go for it with George a little bit over here, and let's see how George is doing. He's a $95 pop. Some of the guys I watched online, they didn't take it much farther than this. They were lightly doing it with an iron just to straighten the box out. There's also a way, none of these have a sticker, but if you have a window replacement, you need to do a sticker for it. What you're going to do is you use like a blow dryer, very light heat. Don't get too close so you don't melt it, and you can peel that away. And then you can put the sticker back on and use like the end of a butter knife that's smooth to kind of go around the edges very lightly, and that does replace a sticker. If I had a sticker to replace, we'd do that too. But George Harrison, very nice. May George rest in peace. And George is resting in peace, looking minty fresh. So guys, great video, absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this content. Let me know down below on this informative stuff. Make sure to hashtag BOP30K, guys, to win. But thanks for joining me today. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. But for now, this video's over. BeardofPOP's out.